Namo Buddhaya. Most Venerable Dr. Nyanavara Syaroji.
Yes, Bande.
Bante, I welcome you heartily to Maha Bodhi Society,
Thank
Bangalore,
you.
Maha Bodhi Research Center, Bangalore.
Thank you.
Bante ji, may I request you to turn your video?
Okay.
And we will also make sure that our audio and video is working fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. भगवान का थोड़ा फोटो एडजस्ट करो ना परवाइला रामचंद्र आई Dear Bhante, we will begin our session very shortly. I will just give the introductions about Maha Bodhi Society and Maha Bodhi Research Center to you. Maybe you perhaps you have already know about our center. Seroji, are you aware of Maha Bodhi Society and Maha Bodhi Research Center?
I'm not having that, but I heard about this since that it is a very great one in India.
Have you ever been to Maha Bodhi, Bangalore?
No, only in Delhi.
I see. But you have come to Bodh Gaya, maybe.
Yeah, Bodh Gaya, and I studied in Delhi around the Delhi 7 years. So about your research center also.
So, Sarat, can you get me Bante's abstract? His abstract paper. Okay. So, Seroji, Maha Bodhi Society, Bengaluru is founded by Most Venerable Dr. Acharya Buddharakkhita in the year 1956. With the aim of reviving the noble teachings of Lord Buddha in the land of its origin, India, and putting forth the compassion and wisdom in daily life taught by the Supreme Enlightened Buddha for establishing, reviving, and bringing the glory of India in particular, and throughout the whole world at large. So this year happens to be our founder, President, Most Venerable Acharya Buddharakhita's birth centenary year. It's been continuing since last 1 year. And in culmination of this event, we are organizing this Dhammapada seminar. And Dhammapada seminar is very, very special because we celebrate our teacher's birthday as Dhammapada festival. Because this Dhammapada, having read this Dhammapada, our teachers could get the Dhamma path. He came into Buddha Dhamma. Later on, he became a monk in 1949. And then he was trained in Burma. He went to Myanmar and Sri Lanka and studied Buddhism and practiced meditation under Mahasi Sayadaw and Sayadaw Usobana and Narada and many great monks in Burma, and also in Sri Lanka. He was awarded with the Acharya title from the Amarapura Nikaya. Then he was an editor for the Chatta Sanghayana Tipitaka. They brought out the complete set of the canon. He was editor in the Chatta Sanghayana, which was happened in Burma, Bante.
Yeah.
Yes, from 1944, 54 to 56. And then he came down to India in 1956. That's how he started Maha Bodhi Society, Bangalore. Maha Bodhi Research Center is his vision, mm, vision of the Acharya himself, is a unique and pioneering center, a Buddhist study center, dedicated to further Theravada Buddhist studies, practice, and research. Please mute yourself. Maha Bodhi Research Center is the far visions and dedications and hard work of our teacher himself. He is a center of higher Theravada Buddhist studies and practice and research as envisioned by Most Venerable Dr. Acharya Buddha Rakhita. So this is and we are offering diploma, 1-year diploma, 6-month certificate course, PhD programs, conferences, seminars, and some online programs like that from Maha Bodhi Research Center. And Maha Bodhi, we have Maha Bodhi monastic institutes where about 120 monks are undergoing training in our monastery. And we have about 17, I think 19 now, 19 centers across India and some associates in abroad, in America and Europe as well. So Bante, without further delay, please start the session. Would you like to offer a short chanting to begin, or you can straight away go to the talk?
Yeah,
I will give you the introductions about you after your chanting.
Okay. And thank you for your invitation. So we will start now for the chanting Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Namo Buddhaya, Dhammasa, Sanghasa. Namo Buddhaya, Dhammasa, Sanghasa. Namo Buddhaya, Dhammasa, Sanghasa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu. Okay, thank you, Bante, for your offerings, for giving some reflections. We will now let me give you an introductions about Most Venerable Dr. Nyanavara, Sitagu Sayuraji, not the Sitagu Sayadaw, the founder of Sitagu, but maybe Bante is one of the senior disciples of Sitagu Sayadaw. Bante Nyanavara, we welcome you to today's Dhamma session.
Yeah.
Most Venerable Dr. Nyanavara has spent many of his early life in Monivar Mahasi Meditation Center in Loi Kwao and Sidagu International Buddhist Academy, founded by the Most Venerable Dr. Nyanisara at Sagaing Hills in Upper Myanmar. He completed his PhD program with the title of Vipassana Masters of Myanmar, a study of the evolution and development of the methods from canonical to modern era, and also completed his MPhil degree under the supervision of Dr. Arvind Singh with the title From Sorrow to Happiness, Complete Liberation from Misery with reference to Pali Nikaya in 2013 in School of Buddhist Studies at Gautam Buddha University, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. He has also completed his master degree at Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi. He has been a preacher of Buddha Dhamma in Myanmar for lay disciples. In his country, he studied Pali and Buddhist literature over 10 years and passed the Sasanadhaja Dhammasariya degree, which is equivalent to Bachelor of Arts held by the government of Myanmar in 2006, and diploma in Buddhism from Chicago International Buddhist Academy. His area of specialization is Buddhist meditation, applied Buddhism, Buddhist ethics. After studying MA in Delhi, he approached the Vipassana meditation as a research work for MPhil, which he secured the gold medal in 2013 and PhD in India. He studied and practiced the Mahasi Vipassana technique in Myanmar and techniques of SN Goenka in India in 2012 and Lady Sayadaw meditation method in Central Lady Meditation Center, Upper Myanmar. He attended and presented a research paper titled with named World Peace and its Solution, a Buddhist Approach, at International Conference on Religious Tolerance and Harmony on the 22nd of April 2015 in Sri Lanka, and in Indian Society for Buddhism Studies, Jain Vishwabharati Institute, London, titled with Lady Sayadaw and his Vipassana meditation method. Evolutions and Development in Myanmar on 11 to 13, 2015 in India, an international conference on applied Buddhism. Buddhism in Everyday Life, title with name Vipassana Tradition in Myanmar. A form of applied Buddhism on 3rd and 4th of March in Calcutta. Recently, he had received the Peace Volunteer Award by IBBE. 6th Global Award ceremony on May 30th, 2016 from Subharati University, Subharatipuram, Meerut. He already published 2 research papers in India. Moreover, his thesis was published as the title of Vipassana Masters of Myanmar by Eastern Book Linkers in Delhi, and 4 books were already published by Burmese language in Myanmar. 2019, he was sent to Australia as a Chittagong Buddhist missionary monk. After coming back to his home country, Myanmar, he got the title of Mahagandha Vachaka Pandita by the government of Myanmar. Now he is giving the lectures at Chittagong International Buddhist Academy and working the research work at Chittagong International Vipassana Academy. He believed that the practicing of Vipassana is the real research of researchers, and the body and mind is a researched field, and the highest degree of that research is arahantship. Therefore, he focuses on practicing Vipassana meditation in order to keep peace for himself and his environment. So with these introductions, I heartily welcome you, Venerable Nyanavara Sayadaw, for today's talk. And his topic would be building and the house of Vipassana in our lives. In the world, the arising of Buddha is happy, as in his teachings, that the Buddha explained the ways to remove sorrow and suffering. All the people are overwhelmed by sorrow and suffering because of craving. The Buddha instructed the ways to control or remove 3 levels of defilements by practicing Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Shila is not to conduct by any bad physical and verbal action. Samadhi is not to think any bad thoughts in the surface level of mind. Panya is not to remain any bad things in the deep level of the mind. Our lifestyle is similarly living in the house. Our body is like a house building. To live safely and comfortable in a house, the roof, the protections, foundation is very important. We are miserable always, unless these are not perfect. The triple gem is the foundation in the house of life. The morality is the protection in the house of life. And the meditation is the roof in this house of life. So how to live in this house of life, how to build this house of meditation, Vipassana in our life. This is the talks which Bhante Nyanavara are going to talk about today. So I invite you, Bhante. Sorry for this long introduction, but now it's up to you, Sayadawji. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Before we talk about our topic, I have to say thank you for Maha Bodhi Society and all audience of Maha Bodhi Society lay disciples, and laymen disciples, lay women disciples, and the leaders of the Sangha of that organization. Now we have a chance. We have a chance to listen and to share among each other using the like in social media and Zoom meeting and WhatsApp according to the information technology. So we get easily the message of the Buddha. We get easily the knowledge of the Dhamma. So it is a very good chance now for us, for all. We know about the Dhamma because of the Sangha, the member of the Sangha. We know the Dhamma, we know the Buddha because of the Sangha, like the founder of the Maha Bodhi Society, like Sayadaw Buddha Rakita Asriya Thira, like that. Like him, there are many leaders, Sangha in Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Laos, and others. Now, my topic is building this house of the Vipassana. This is my topic. My topic based on my subject's original Sutta is from the Dhammapra, the story of the Nanda, verse number 30 and 40, and another story from the Udana Pali Meghiya Sutta. So, from these two Sutta and two story, and I add my experience and my knowledge, then I will explain for today. So why I use the house of Vipassana? Why I use building the house of the Vipassana? Because in the Dhammavada, the Buddha already explained this example. Yatha agaran dosanda hoti samati vajati evam abhavidan saidan rago samati vajati. Yatha agaran dosana hoti samati Yatha agaran dosana hoti samati na vajati evam subhavidan saidan rago samati vajati. This is in the Bali verses. In the Dhammavada, we can find it easily. So this translation, maybe in your master, in your Astriya Buddha Rakita also already explained in his Dhammavada. So we can see easily for the translation. No need to explain more. From that original teaching, from that original verses of the Dhammavada, I understand. Okay, our body, our life is like a house, like a house. We already introduced in our abstract. So our life is like a house. For the house building, we need foundation and protection and roof cover. These are essential things to stay perfectly and comfortably in the house. Similarly, for our life, actually for our life is full of suffering, full of sorrow. We have suffering today, and tomorrow also will be, we have suffering. As long as we have craving, we will have the sorrow and the suffering. So, in this point, I understand. No Dhamma, no happiness. No practice, no happiness. Everyone needs to practice to get them happiness. So, in the Dhamma, the Buddha explained, for our life, like house. Oh, very cool. If your house is badly roofed, your roof is not perfect in your house. That time, many raining, winding, storm, snow will come to your house easily and oftenly and always. But if you cover in your house perfectly, safely, then no chance. Rain, sun, hot, heat, snow, cold cannot enter to your house. Like that. Our body, physical body and mental body, if we cover, if we practice vipassana or samatha meditation, that time, defilements, love, greed, dosa, hatred, moha, delusion. These defilements, enemies cannot come to our house. Even they come, we can remove easily, because we know the practice of them vipassana, because we know the practice of the meditation. How to remove, how to get out of these bad defilements. That time, maybe all of you have experience about the vipassana meditation. If the person who practices vipassana meditation in daily or sometimes, it will help for your life to reduce your defilements in your house of the body. Like for example, the rise of the greed consciousness, love consciousness, dosa consciousness, and moha consciousness. Any defilements consciousness arises in our heart, in our mind. That time very different. The person who know the vipassana and the person who do know the vipassana, they are very different to react the defilements. If we don't know the vipassana, we accept the love consciousness, greed consciousness. This is mind, like that. If we don't agree, don't satisfy, we react and remove and reblind. Oh, it's not mine. It is not mine. Like that. But if we are practice of the vipassana, exactly the Saitan the Buddha already explained. Saragan wa Saitan, Saragan Saitan di Pazanati. Sarotan wa Saitan, Sarotan Saitan di Pajanati. Samohan wa Saitan, Samohan Saitan di Pajanati. We have to observe like that. When greed and hatred and delusion, any bad things arise in our mind, we have to observe as its reality. That time, the observation mind become Stipatthana, Seda Nupassana, Seda Nupassana. So, from this, experience now from the teaching, we have to apply in our daily life to stay safely, comfortably, without hundreds of the defilements, without disturbance of the defilements, and peacefully and happily. It is only the way to practice vipassana. It is only the way to practice meditation. So the Buddha already explained in the story of the Nanda, the cousin brother of the Buddha. After his marriage, the Buddha took him, giving his bowl to the monastery. Then he was ordained as a monk. Only one day he already married, but he had to shift to the Sangha order. So even though the Buddha gave the instruction to take meditation, but he have no concentration to practice vipassana, because he remember only his wife voice, "Come darling, come darling." Then the Buddha instruct. He remember his wife and the voice of his wife. That time the Buddha gave the instruction how to practice vipassana. If the Buddha did not give the instruction, Nanda cannot get any enlightenment. So, in that moment, in the life of the Nanda, like badly roof of the house, many passion, remembering of the wife, the mind of the remembering of the wife come into his mind. So no progress for the meditation, for the higher level of the concentration, no develop. So the Buddha give instruction. Okay. Later, he get enlightenment. That time, no defilements cannot come. No defilements can come to his mind. Even though it come, he can eradicate, he can give up, he can remove, he can control, because he know the way to practice the vipassana. So the Buddha explained in his Dhamma, Yatha agarando sana hoti samati vajati evam abhavidan saitan rago samati vajati. Yatha agaran susana hoti samati na vajati evam subhavidan chaitan rago samati na vajati. Verse number 30 and 40 of the Dhamma you can find easily. And another story I would like to give you sharing of my knowledge for another story, because like our life is like another, like a Megia. And the next story will give the specific meditation for the meditator, which meditation is proper for someone who the practice of the meditation, which meditation is more suited and suitable for the practice of the meditation. So in this story is the Buddha explaining in the Udana Pali. It is a very long story, long discourses, and long commentary also. And it is in the commentary very, very good explanation. So if you understand about the Pali, You can read in the commentary. I will give the only story and instruction. So the monk, his name is Megia. He is one of the assistant of the Buddha. He take care of the Buddha. He stay with the Buddha. He follow with the Buddha. But sometimes he think, oh, the Buddha already get enlightenment. I have not yet. So I need to practice Vipassana meditation. So if I stay long time near the Buddha, I have no chance to practice Vipassana meditation. So I must leave the Buddha. I must enter to the forest to practice meditation. So he requests to the Buddha, oh, Buddha, please give me a chance to take meditation in the forest. May I leave you for my meditation? Now, the Buddha did not agree. First time request, okay, please wait, please wait. Second time request, wait, wait, wait. Third time, the Buddha do not prevent him. Okay, if you want to go to the forest and to practice meditation, you may go. You may go. You can go. So he went to the mango forest and he practiced under the mango tree. Even though he practiced meditation, but that time his mind back to his previous life, not concentrate on his meditation. So he cannot practice. He remember only in his previous life, past life. In the previous life, he was a king. So the style of the king, very great sexual pleasure with many princesses. He feels so happy. But in his body is practice. But in his mind is in the past. And next time, his servants take the thief and enemies, how they have to do for that punishment. So he gave punishment like that. Kill, destroy for many, many people. That time, sexual pleasure is also bad thinking. The mind to think, to kill others, also bad thinking. The mind to destroy to other any living beings, also bad thinking. These three thinkings are not good. But he don't know. So he think as a king. That's why he have no concentrate. He cannot practice Vipassana meditation comfortably and calmly. So it is very, very important. Sometimes, even though we practice meditation, but our bad thinking come to our mind. It's oftenly occur everyone for the ordinary people. So that time we need the meditation technique. How to react our thinking, how to react our thought. So the Buddha explained the 4 exact particular meditation methods for the Meghiya monks. So for that, I would like to use the screen share. Can I use screen share?
Yes, Bante, we have assigned you the option permission.
I don't know how to do. Whoa. Sorry, I cannot open for my screen share. So I read only myself. So here,
Bante, can you send the file to us? If you
yeah,
send, I can show it for you. Is it
yeah,
PowerPoint or
only screen share, brother.
okay?
Uh,
You can share now, Bante.
yeah, I will try, please. It already give.
All participants. Okay.
Share with copy link. So I will give the link and message. Maybe it's come to MBRC. Come or not in the message box. Please check. I don't know how to use. Sorry for that. So the Buddha, he report to the Buddha. Oh, the Buddha, I have not got no concentration, so I cannot practice no vipassana meditation, even though I left the forest. So how I have to do? How I have to do? He asked to the Buddha. So the Buddha gave the instruction for the 4 people. The person who have the lust and passion, he should practice and cultivate for Asubha meditation. Asubha meditation means wholeness should be cultivated for overcoming lust. Second one is metta meditation, loving kindness should be cultivated for overcoming malevolence. And anapanastis meditation, it means respiration, mindfulness, and breathing out mindfulness should be cultivated for cutting off or discursive thinking. And the fourth one is Anesa Senya meditation. The perception of the impermanence should be cultivated for the removal of the conscience. So the Buddha gave the 4 kinds of meditation. And the first one is Asubha meditation. It is also very, very helpful for us. Asubha meditation, I already explained in wholeness meditation. We have to, if our minds, in our minds, the love, greed, and passion, and consciousness arises in our minds, that time we can remove in 2 ways, by samatha meditation or by vipassana meditation. Samatha meditation, I will explain for the samatha meditation. If passion or greed, like we want something for the girls or for the someone, that time already arrives. So we have to think for the object of what I want, what we want. We have to divide this into 32 parts of our body, like hair, something like this. Divide. That time we can reduce our attachments, ourselves or to others. This is Asubha meditation for the living people. And for the dead body, We can see in from that dead body also for the meditation to reduce our greed, our passion. So nobody wants to touch dead body. But our living body also will become in sometimes dead body. So we have to think, oh, our living body is the same dead body like this. So even those know we don't want to our many food and many many things in our body, we keep only 1 day, 2 days, then we renounce. We renounce, give up. Like this. Everything we give up from our body, it's come from our body. Like this, we have to think. This is called Asubha meditation, 32 parts of our body, action body, hands, nose, teeth, something like this, 32 according to the meditation. We have to divide it. We have to think. Only we have only in bad things in our body. If we think like this, that time, no chance for the passion, no chance for the lover, no chance for the greed. This is the sometimes meditation to reduce for the last one, the person who have the passion. This is very helpful to Asubha meditation. The second one is metta meditation. This is a very popular one, and maybe almost already know. If we hate someone, that time we have to think about, oh, this hatred is not good. If we kill someone, it's not good like this. So we have to practice only giving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness. May you be happy, may you be happy and healthy like this. That time our anger reduced in our mind. So this is not just a movement. We need to cultivate, we need to practice forever. If you cannot practice forever, oftenly you have to practice and always whatever when you have free time. Like third one is Anapana meditation. Anapana meditation also very, very, very useful for everything. For everything means to get the enlightenment, to understand about the nature of the body and mind. And not only that, but also if we do some things, if we have free time, that time we breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. We have to know. In this Anapana meditation also, two types of Anapana, Samatha Anapana and Vipassana Anapana. We can observe. But whatever you can practice, it is okay from my point of view. No need to divide it. This is Samatha or this is Vipassana. It is okay. Whether it is Samatha or Vipassana, it is very useful for us. Because that time, no chance defilements will arise in our mind. So even 1 minute, if you back from that seminar, you can practice. Even 1 minute, maybe 60 times, around 40, 50, 60, rising, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. That time we know about the value of the time. Now, that time we will know about the value of the life. That time we will know about the value of the Dhamma. Now we use many people using the Facebook and internet and watching the TV, listening to the music like that. But we waste so much time, but we don't know exactly about the value of the time. But if we practice Vipassana, even 1 minute, we can get 60, around 60 times, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. That time, our mind is clear, more clear, because no defilements. So it is also very useful. Even you can use the practice when you drive, when you ride, when you walk, before as long as you sleep, you can practice. This is also very, very very useful practice meditation for the development of the samatha and vipassana. And the fourth one also very useful. It is, we can say it is vipassana, like in Nesa Senya. Nesa Senya, today for your seminar, for your program, I study about the Udana commentary, about the Meghiya Sutta commentary. That time I understand more. Before I read this commentary, I get understand only a little. But when I read in detail, I understand more clearly and clearly. So Anesa Senya, like everything is changing after arising momently. So we have to know everything. Even though like Asriya Buddha Rakita, he already passed away because he already is born. That's why he already dead. This is the nature of our body and mind and all being, all Dhamma conditioned things. So everything conditioned things have to be ceased and end after it is arising. So it is nature. So for this nature's perception, we cannot, no one can control to stand, not to be, not to be, no one can control for the impermanence, So that time we understand about the no soul, no creator in this moment. If we understand another and no soul, we can reject exactly. We do not accept the creation of the idea. No one can control, no one can create. Only the process of the mind and matter, body and mind, only that. That time we understand the life, our life. Actually, our life is full of suffering because we have body. We have body. This is only the real life. Everybody have to face this situation. But the person who know the vipassana and the person who do know the vipassana is very different. It's the person who know the vipassana to practice meditation, he can reduce in his level of the defilements and in his level of the sorrow and suffering by the practicing of the vipassana. So my topics is only the house of the vipassana, the building of the vipassana. So it is which one is our building? Our building is our body. Our body. Which one is the house? Our body is the house. So sometimes vipassana, if we, as long as you practice vipassana meditation or samatha meditation, that time no chance any defilements to come to rise in our mind. So I only want to say conclusion and to suggest, may all of you to practice vipassana meditation or samatha meditation forever or openly or always to reduce suffering and sorrow. May all of you to get the enlightenment in this life or next life. Thank you for your listening.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
One question will go.
So thank you very much, Bante.
Thank you.
We were so grateful to you for your
We are so very
very deep, insightful, beautiful, wonderful explanation about Vipassana. And I hope this talk, the Dhamma talk, has entered into the hearts of our listeners, and they have been immensely benefited out of it by how to build this Vipassana into our life. And you have very excellently explained about this, how to practice this, the 4 different types of meditation, and giving the example from the Dhammapada, how the Buddha gave them the right way, the techniques, and established Meghya and Nanda. Those were the 2 characters. I hope our listeners have listened it and they benefited out of it. With your permissions, Bante, we may just take few questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have Professor Ramchandra here with me. He is the a Buddhist scholar and Dean and Director for the Research Studies program.
Okay.
I welcome you, Professor Ramchandra sir. You have any question?
Yeah.
Okay. You can ask from there.
Vandami Bante, Namo Buddhaya.
Mm.
It was a wonderful discourse today in the evening on 4th March 2023. Very excellent one. And we have learnt that is the practice of Vipassana meditation is very important. Why? Because the practice of Vipassana meditation, the field is the body and mind.
Yeah.
That is excellent. Field is body and mind. These are the mental states and material states which are undergoing many changes in rapidly more than lightning speed. That is also the fruit of body mind research field meditation is arahantship, going from Sotapanna to Sakadagami, Anagami, arahantship. If you want to end the suffering of the life, choose this path rather than wasting your time in other field, etc., pursuing worldly pursuits. Ultimately, even if you pursue worldly pursuit in this life, next life again you have to come. Okay, again you have one day or the other, ultimately you have to practice Ari Attangiko Margo and release. And the tool is Vipassana meditation. So this is a wonderful insight we have received. And what are the difficulties in 21st century? Knowledge era and technology driven era where people are going astray. And what is the suggestion that you give so that the people can come to the mainstream and they can reduce their suffering, ultimately attaining Nibbana? Okay, what are the paths? Because the practice is very difficult. They are cut up in all 6 sense doors. 6 sense doors are very powerful. That is not allowing he or she to do the Vipassana meditation. Mara effect.
So that is
Okay. Suggest any suitable ways by which we can come to Vipassana rather than going to sensual pleasure, Bante. Sadhu.
I confused your question. What you want to say exactly?
Charoji, his question is that in this technological driven era and sensual driven era, people are running after sensual pleasures and they're crazy about the technology, 6 sense pleasures. How do the people can come to the Dhamma and come to Vipassana
I know.
in these challenging times? What are the
Give
suggestions
up.
from you?
Give up. Everything give up. Everything give up. As long as you have no chance to give up, no chance now for the happiness. Even your attachment, you left for the some things, even mobile, even computer, no Dhamma come to your mind. So this is craving. This is craving. This is attachment. As long as we can reduce the property and the desire, that time our mental happiness will develop in our mind. Only one way is to give up, to reduce our desire. Less desire, more happiness. Only that.
Bante, thank you so much
Yeah.
for your reply.
Yeah.
Mm, there is no other way. The only way to letting go, give up. Yeah. He has one more question, that how long it would take to reach to upachara samadhi?
Intensity.
The intensity, how long a person should sit every day so that he will reach up to the upachara access meditation.
Physics, for the private, I cannot say exactly. So, you already know about the Upasara Samadhi. As long as, from my understanding, is as long as you can practice meditation, it is very helpful and benefit in our life. No need to measure this is Upasara Samadhi or this is an Apna Samadhi. No need. No need. No need means for the just beginner of the practice of the Vipassana meditation. I need only things to practice. So other things is your advantage that will come automatically according to your level of the practice meditation. The more you high practice, the more you will get high samadhi and concentration.
Okay. So any okay, from the physically those who are here in person, any questions, anybody? No question. Okay.
Question. Any question?
No question. So we will give chance to the online audience. If you have any questions, you can just drop your questions in the chat box, or you can just raise your hand, come to the video and just put the questions. Any questions regarding today's talk? You are welcome to ask to Venerable Sado. We received one question. But may I read out the question for you?
Yeah, I already read it.
Okay.
I want to share. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Bante,
Yeah.
the question is how to stay away from negative relatives?
No, negative relatives is from the negative mind. If you have a good mind, all are good relatives. No negative relatives. The person who predicts really loving kindness, no enemies, no negative relatives. So you have to change yourself to be good mind, to be good attitude. So it is only one way. Don't think about others. Think yourself. It is for that question. When the wish object of the meditation we choose, can we do anapanasati and metta bhavana alternatively? Yes, we can. Anapanasati is, I will give the answer for this question. Name Shidel. Name Shidel's name questions. For that question, he asks which ones we have to take. And can we take two meditation, anapana or metta bhavana, in his question? So we can do. But from my experience, I oftenly I do only anapanasati. Oftenly I also do Metta Bhavana because Metta Bhavana very helpful to how to live peacefully and comfortably in the society. It is also very helpful. It is very helpful for our social environment. So anapanasati very helpful for our mind. Nobody know, even though you practice anapana, but you know yourself. So you can do both. How Buddhist meditation can help children's or children's. If he know how to practice Vipassana and PD Pradip Diva asks how Vipassana meditation can help children. The children is if so young, he cannot practice. Even like over 7 or 8, it is okay because in the time of the Buddha, about 7-ish novices or monks, they can get the enlightenment. So to get the benefit of the meditation is we have to know how to practice Vipassana meditation.
Inviting for meditation course.
So I think I already given the answer for the question. Which one is left? Please remind me.
Yes, Bante. You have answered all the questions so far.
Yeah.
I think we have one more questions.
Yeah, one more. Yes.
As a householder, while performing, we trip in raga and dosa for come out of it.
Yeah, I understand your question. What is your question?
This question seems to be incomplete, Bante. Okay, but what is the question then? Is it
this another
how
question?
To come out of it? Okay.
Those are trip as householder.
Trip or raga and dosa like that.
This householders now while performing we trip in raga and dust.
Raga and dosa. How, as a householder, how do they come out of raga and dosa?
Okay. I will give BB a question. I will give the answer for the raga and dosa. We can practice two way. Two way means he likes samatha method and vipassana method. For the samatha method, I already explained. And samatha method is, as you know already, for the object of the samatha. Like for example, I write raga in this moment. We should not follow to the raga. We have to stay away from that. In the commentary of the like Udana, I already studied how we have to reduce our raga, dosa, moha. For example, when we walk, rags, raga, and dosa, that time we have to stop. We have no chance to take for the sitting position. If we predict, if it writes in the sitting position, raga, dosa, it do not take to the lying position like this. We have to cut its process. It is one way. It is one way. And another way is we can do many things. We can do many things like chanting or praying or doing some things. Everything, yaga, dosa, moha, greed, hatred, everything is only consciousness. Only consciousness. It consciousness means only happen only one time, only in one moment. So if another consciousness come to our mind, that other first one, previous one run away, already ceased, already passed away. So we have to know how to control raga and dosa. Is only we have to know the power of the mindfulness, sati. Mindfulness is everything we can control. Raga, dosa, moha. This is not for the PB questions.
Right answer. This is competency. Anil Dale.
While chanting the Karaniya Metta Sutta help to develop a deep root new loving kindness. Only chanting is Adi asks Rohini Dol Lakia asks.
Yes.
Well chanting,
Yes.
yeah, well chanting Karaniya Metta Sutta help to develop deep new root new loving kindness. Ask your questions. Not very deep, but it's help because you say only chanting. It's chanting also help, but not very deep like practice. We also chant, but it's also help.
Okay, thank you, Bhanteji.
Yeah, another Renzana Prasana Mundami Bandi on to outcome from laziness. Okay, Bandi, and which time is the best for meditation at the time that we have to do? It's a very good question. Very good question means laziness is not for them, but stupid one. The person who want to develop for the higher level, he never lazy. He never lazy. Like I explain from my experience, I never lazy. I have no laziness. I need only rest time. If I tire, I rest time. No laziness. No chance in the laziness might come to my mind because I always adapt and try. This is now for first question. And another one is, which time is now for the best meditation? From my experience, the best time to experience and to practice meditation is no one to sleep. After waking up, like in morning, or if you could sleep enough, that time you don't want to sleep. That time it is also very good because when we practice meditation, according to our tradition, we have to close the eyes. But if you are a higher level, no need to close eye. Walking, everything, we can practice meditation. But for the basics level, we have to close eye, sit in the cross legs, like this. At that time, if you are not enough for the sleeping time, then automatically easy to sleep. So the best time to sleep for the meditation is the time you are already enough for the sleep. It is the best time. This is from my experience. Dealing with people when we are relaxing, that from the box is cheating or lying us, how we should handle such situation. Okay. Oppo to everyone from the Oppo mobile, he asks me how
Bante, this fellow is this person name is Kamle, some Kamle. He put his name as Oppo, as mobile phone name.
Yeah, I know. I know. So he asks me, cheating. Stay away. Don't be associated with him. Stay away. I also don't like lying people, cheating people. I don't want to talk with him. Stay away. No, not try to meet. Don't come to accept to come to your life and your environment. Stay away. Stay away from him. How to come out back pain. Back pain is vena er. How do you come up back pain? Back pain is two kinds of back pain. We can I think like physical illness for these injuries or for the something some acidics. You have to go to doctor and hospital. It is not my subject. But if you have back pain, and when you practice meditation, and it is I will give for that answer. Back pain is he already the monks who make the introduction for my talking. He already introduced about the Bodhi Dhamma Maha Bodhi Society history. The founder of the Maha Bodhi Society, Asriya Buddha Rakita, he practiced Vipassana meditation under the Mahasi Sayadaw. He already explained. So according to Mahasi Sayadaw methods, meditation method, we have to think only pain. We have to practice pain. That time, that pain feelings no longer to arise. That time we will know changing and disappearing. So this is one thing from the method of the Mahasi meditation technique. And other one thing is I get from the Asriya Goenkaji, Astan Goenka meditation technique. It is also very helpful for us because at that time for one day, 3 times for the determination. For the determination time means for 1 hour we will practice meditation. We have to determine, no open the eyes, no cross the legs, open, and not shake the body like this. We have to determine ourselves. So that time we can overcome our pain feeling. This is for Vena ER questions. Finish.
So, Bante, Most Venerable Sayadaw, we have come to the close of this today's Dhamma session.
Okay.
And you have very patiently answered to those people who have asked your question. Bante, we are deeply grateful to you and we rejoice you for your Dhamma insights about how to practice Vipassana in our daily life. For this will surely encourage our participants and upasakas, upasikas, or even the monks to do Vipassana every day, to keep this Dhamma teaching to our heart and practice it in a daily life, both samatha and then vipassana. And these things are not beyond our life. We have to see this Dhamma in our daily life. As the Buddha has said in Satipatthana Sutta, that we have to contemplate our body, our feelings and mind and our mental objects. That is how this field of mind and body, as you have explained earlier, that is our home. We have to see this Nama and Rupa. That is the way to let go our suffering and ultimately reach to the goal of Nibbana. I would also take this opportunity, Sayadawji, to invite you to our meditation center where we offer courses, Samatha and Vipassana course. If you can find some time and come to Bangalore for at least 10 days or as per your suitable time, you can teach to our monks as well as to our students and devotees so that they will be amply benefited from your experience. We will arrange a meditation retreat for you. Now I leave it to Professor Ramchandraji to give you the vote of thanks on behalf of MRC.
Once again, Vandami Bante. It gives me a very great pleasure indeed. And today's discourse, we have learnt a lot. We have gained great insight in that the sati is very important. Patipatti is very important. Patipatti in terms of samatha and vipassana meditation. Vipassana meditation is the ultimate path, tool, mechanism, and the remedy to cure all the ills of lobha, dosa, and moha. And the answers also very excellent. If somebody is criticizing, if you are not liking, keep away from them. And the second answer is give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. And that is how we have to practice. And therefore, it is an eye opener. And every day listening to Dhamma like this, okay, it is a message that the time is running up. Samvega, start early, reach safely the Aranship. If not in this life, reduce your lives. And that is how it is a great lecture, wonderful lecture, beautiful one. Okay, very insightful. The Dhamma talk on behalf of the Maha Bodhi Research Center, on behalf of Venerable Buddha Datta Bante, and also on behalf of Maha Bodhi Society, Venerable Acharya Buddha Rakite Bante, and all the monks, Sangha, Bhikkhu Sangha, lay upasakas, online participants, and all the people of Bengaluru and Karnataka. Okay, we wholeheartedly thank India. We wholeheartedly thank for your wonderful lecture. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu.
But can we share the merits or blessings? And then
Yeah.
we conclude. Yeah. You can lead. Okay. Baba to
Vadu Sabba
Baba Mangalang Rakantu Sabba Devata
Sabba
Sabba Buddha Nubhavena Sada Soti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Soti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam Rakantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Soti Bhavantu Te Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Yeah. We share blessings with everybody, and thank you for joining with us. And thank you to Bhante. We will also look forward to have you some other occasion, and in person or online. We will invite you again for Dhamma talks in future. Feel free, Bhante, in Maha Bodhi. And tomorrow we have another Dhamma talk at the evening same time. So Namo Buddhaya. Thank you, everybody. Be happy. Sadhu, sadhu.
Nicely answered questions. Negative people, don't mingle with them, keep away from them. You be